Okay, so this is 1.5 of the All Dungeons tutorial series. So as soon as you leave Caranus, you want to set up for a BDB towards Magnesis. So there is a recent development in this which has just changed this. Luckily I haven't recorded this video at the time that it changed, so I have to show you the newest hot and fresh route, which was like a week ago, less than a week ago-ish. This was discovered. Well, proposed rather. So from here, there's a corner on this rock. And I had to show you it with zooming in, but you want to hold your shield out towards the trees that are over there. Somewhere in that direction is fine. And then for this, you want to walk over so the point of the rock is right in between Link's feet. Right in between it. And then you pull out your bow, and you want to aim down here. So this is going to be quite hard to see because I'm stopping and starting because of the cold resistance. When I'm out of cold resistance, I wanted to do this a lot of places. So you want to aim here. So this is exactly the spot you want to aim. There's like a pill of darkness on the ground. It's right against the rock. It's very hard to see when I'm paused like this, but that's the area that you want to do it. And then after that, just zoom in somewhere around the area to the left of that. Then you want to jump forward, enter bullet time, and then bounce up to the top line. So I deliberately went this very early. So if this happens, there is a different strat that you can do. So I'll show this off first, and then I'll show the correct one. So you want to get all the way over there. So from here, wherever you land, regardless, you just want to FDC, re-equip your weapon, and then go from here. So if you did land here, and you get it early, what you want to do is you want to run over to the chests over here with the fire and ice arrows in it. And you want to get these now. If you get it early, you want to get these now, basically. So just do a normal shield jump there, and then de-equipped, and then re-equip once you land. I honestly don't understand why I was buffering so much there. I think I was just doing it out of habit. But yeah, you collect both of these, and then shield jump back, de-equipped, and then re-equipped when you're about to land. Or near about that time. If you re-equip too early, Link will enter a ragdoll animation. I should have mentioned that earlier, I think, in the stasis video, but I'm just going to mention it again just in case. And then you want to run over towards Magnesis, break these two, and there'll be a lot of arrows in there. So like, I've just got about 9 arrows, which is perfect. After that, break open that, take this chest, and this is the DLC chest. You'll have this chest in your game if you've got any of the DLC packs. Because this ruby is I wouldn't say it's super important, but it's very nice to have. Having 210 rubies at the very start of the game, just on the route, is really nice. Now, I'd always recommend running with DLC for this specific category. And then from here, there is a setup video by Resin for this. I'm just going to literally be trying to mimic exactly what he says in that. I'll also link it in the description below so you can view that directly. But what you want to do is you want to get the shield skew off the top. So if you look where the like the connect the dots type thing goes down, then when it hits the bar, there's a bar that kind of goes slants down to the right, and then one that goes up to the right, and then one that goes very steeply upwards. You want to get on the middle one of those three, and you stand around about. If you check on the ground here, you can see how like there's this pit here that's a different color. You want to stand just to the right of that. The shadow, actually the shadow, yeah, will always be there because it's locked at 515. So Link's right foot, so say the middle of it, in the middle of the shadow, and then you want to do a delayed shield jump. So you want to jump forward and then press A, slightly afterwards. And then if you land here, you'll hear a clink. If you slide up the wall, it's not going to work. If you slide down, it's not going to work. And you want to get the clink. Link will come off his shield by himself and then slide down. And then to check if you've got it, you can just do a shield jump and test. Usually wouldn't need to do that in runs, but if you want to check it, you can do that. So yeah, as I said, positioning for that again was around about here, and then where this the shadow lines up. I'm actually finding visual cues as I'm doing this, which is really nice. Where the this different patch of ground here is, you want to stand just to the right side of it with the shadow cross section going right in between Link's legs, and then jump, and then the shield jump afterwards, doing a little bit of a delayed one. So you jump and then press it, so it'll be like a I think of like a timing here. Yeah, it'll be kind of like a timing like this of the button presses. That's kind of like the time and difference you want to put between the jump and the shield jump. So after you've got that skew, you want to come over here, stand just in the edge of the water, and then aim somewhere towards this donut on the wall here. And then you want to do a delayed shield jump again with the same kind of distance between the jump and the shield. And then you want to de-equip very close to the shield wall, to the wall of the shrine itself. When you de-equip right near it, what'll happen is if you're not high enough, you won't clip in. So the delayed one is very important here, and also de-equipping late as possible is also very important. So once you get that, you'll just clip straight in and you'll be inside the shrine. If you want to retry this, it's the same as stasis. You can just come over to the edge over here and then just uncrouch and then just jump and you'll come out. You'll still have your skew as long as you don't hit the ground or anything like that with your shield equipped. There's a few things you can get rid of it. I think I talked about that in the stasis video. So again, delayed, and then you want to de-equip it right near the wall. But I de-equipped it a little bit early there, so I'll try that again. Yeah, so it's finicky, this one for sure, especially for the actual clipping. Let's say Raisin's video has a lot more, a lot better description on exactly how to get into the shrine when he does it. When he does it in the tutorial, he gets it first time every single try. And when I learned it from that video, I also got it first time every try, but I think my method from using it from that video has got a bit distorted over time, so I'll have to rewatch it and refresh myself with that. So from here, this one's very, very simple. So you'll get kind of locked in this area here. You walk into it. If you want to get out of it, you just crouch and uncrouch. So from being in here, if you want to do it from this point, you can. It'd just be a case of just holding ZL and then doing a shield jump forward. Just pushing forward and doing the shield jump, and then de-equipping your shield. So I de-equipped it a bit late there, so I actually hit the wall. So now my skew's gone. So even if I did this, I wouldn't actually go anywhere. So if this does happen, it'd be a case of you have to jump to the side, jump back out, and reset up. So I didn't get a clink there, so I'm a little worried that didn't work. It did, that's fine. So edge of the water, somewhere near the donut. Didn't get it there. There we go. So I've gone a bit to the left here. So when you're in this kind of this area right next to the platform, the game will kind of push Link to the left and to the right a little bit. If this does happen, it might end up push going a bit too low. This is sometimes the reason why people don't want to be stuck in the side of this, because you'll notice Link's kind of sliding to the left or to the right a little bit. And when you do the jump, it'll kind of push you quite heavily in that direction. So the other option for this specific section is to do it a bit further back, which will work just as well, and you won't slide. I always prefer to be locked in though, just because if you do a shield jump where you jump on your shield as you're standing and you don't do a flip forward, it'll still work and you'll still get in. So that's the reason why I like going to the right to the edge of it. As I say, it's personal preference. It depends what you want to do with it. So that's the backup route. The other way I'll show you, which is the newer way. So this will incorporate things in the backup route if certain instances happen. So that's why I showed you that one first, because that's like the worst case scenario, what you want to do. If you don't get the BDB at all from the bokoblin, then that's it. You need to reload and try again. You need to get this BDB, you need to get out of the snow area in order to carry on. If you get out of it, then that's fine. So same set as before, the little pillar of darkness there on the ground. Fire on it. Yeah, I've accidentally moved Link, so I'm not confident I'll be able to get that consistently anymore, so I'm just going to go back and try it again. If you move Link at all during the BDB setups, it can definitely mess with things. So it's always better to move your looking angle rather than moving Link himself, because you'll move a lot more if you move Link than if you move your looking, the angle that you're facing. So, again, point right in between Link's legs. Spot on the ground there. Look a little bit to the left. And I'm holding ZL, and then as soon as he turns, that's when I jump. I enter BDB around just before I hit him. So this is very low. You don't want to get on this low, because when you try to do the FDC, it's probably going to fail due to how low it's going to be. So this is going to be the same kind of case as the first one. I'm going to have to come off early. Otherwise, I'm just going to not have enough space to be able to FDC. And I'll just die. So this would be a case of if this happened in a run, I'd just do the backup of getting the fire and ice arrows first. And then going towards the shrine. And then clip into the side. It's just finding a setup that works for you first. BDBs are still relatively fresh in terms of Breath of the Wild speedrun. They've been around for about maybe 6 months now. Like the setups are still being found like every single day for every single category. It's crazy. That should work just nicely. I won't buffer this time. I'll just do it as if I was doing it in a run. If you go a bit too far to the right here, you end up falling into the water. It's not a big deal. You can still make it out. The main thing is when you're de-equipped, you de-equip your shield rather than your sword. So you see how the shrine looks like Play-Doh right now? It can load. You've got to be quick. Otherwise this will happen and then the door will just shut and you'll have to go in the normal way. So sometimes if you're too far to the right and you take damage, you won't be quick enough to get in. It'll give it a chance to load. Sometimes though, it won't load for ages, and you'll have loads of time. But the main kind of premise is you want to get straight in there. If this did happen when you were doing this, it'd just be a case of lining up on the side here again, so shadow in between, doing the jump, coming over here, and then clipping in through this way. Far to the right there. Alright. So of course, like with the unloaded, it can just stay unloaded for a long time and you literally just walk in, press the button, and you go down and you enter Magnesis. It's as simple as that. Unloaded's quite finicky at the moment. We don't know exactly what causes it to. Sorry, I don't know exactly what causes it to stay unloaded for a long period of time or a short period of time. We've speculated that it could be the angle that you land on the BDB. If it's too far to the right, then it'll be a short period of time but be unloaded. Too far to the center and it'll just load straight away. Too far to the left and it won't even show unloaded. It'll just be loaded from the get-go. But sometimes there's ones where if we land in the water, it'll be unloaded for a long period of time. On the ponds to the left. So like if you're looking at the area where I just landed there, like just to the left of the lake, there's like a pond to the left of that. So when I was running towards the shrine, it was to the left of me from there. And if you land in there, you can get unloaded. But then other times, exactly the same kind of, or seemingly exactly the same things have happened, but it's then still been loaded as soon as you land. So I still don't know exactly how it's working out, but if there's any update on that, on exactly how it works, I'll either remake this video or I'll link a video, like an additional section in the tutorial in the description below of exactly how to get unloaded from this specific shrine. And yeah, the next video will be Magnesis.